and I ain't performing when I'm talking about rolling loud. We get it in by that like it's allowed. If we see the out, don't panic. Run to the money, we never had it. Get that cash, grab it. We gotta fly all over the planet. Get that check, bag it. When life is cold for
Cabin.
Corey, we're here at NBA 2K23 Summer League. How's your Summer League been thus far?
It's dope so far. I just landed, kind of came straight into this, played a game of 2K, and just kind of mingling around and checking out the scene, and it's like good vibes in here, so I'm happy. Yeah.
You are getting a taste of NBA 2K23 for the first time. What do you think of the gameplay?
Super dope. Like the last one, I was a little like it was a little hard for me on free throws, but this one it seems like they made it a little bit easier for your boy. So I don't know, I'm super hyped. They said it was like an early version of the game, so super excited to see where it goes. But so far so good.
Anything else you want to talk about 2K related?
I'm super excited for the new game. I love the covers. I love that like D-Book has his shoe like kind of like the focal point in it, and it says "Be Legendary," and I think he's a legend. Just signed like a crazy extension.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA, it's on.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, James Harden moved past Larry Bird.
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Force. On Saturday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Indiana Pacers. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Orlando Magic. Here's the starting group for Houston. They've got Paul George, Maverick out there with Jones, and then there's Antetokounmpo, and it's the franchise in at the Force line. And for the Force, be out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Smooth. Then there's Bradley, and it's Harden in at the 2. We have an old school lineup tonight, don't we? Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Yes, we do, Kevin. I love these kinds of matchups because we get to see it less and less these days. So whenever we have one like this, I relish it.
Hope the pass to Harden. Over Jones. Here's Shaq. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Hey, when Giannis is lurking nearby, you got to be careful because his wingspan can erase a lot of shots.
Here's Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Bradley passes to Pope for the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now, here's George. Last game we saw him score 13.
George can be so deadly on the drive. He's got great quickness. He sees an opening and takes it right away.
Pope the pass to O'Neal. A 3-ball. Drops in the tray. And it's 6 points for Smooth.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Giannis outside. Pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, a nice show of strength that time from Paul George, absorbing the hit and still carving out space to get the shot to go down.
Houston shooting their first free throw of the night here.
You know, coming out of high school, George had a lot of options. He chose Fresno State, and it was a good call. His skills were on full display. He got to grow and blossom there. He became a leader. Even got his number retired and earned the number 10 pick in the draft, which was a surprise. But he's paid that off in a big way over his career.
Cans it from downtown. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
To the middle. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Pope. And there's Pittsburgh with another bucket.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made.
Antetokounmpo kicks to George. It's George on the wing.
Come to me.
5 on the clock. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Only 1 miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly feeling it.
Outside Bradley. Passes it to O'Neal. Here's Pope. And there's Pittsburgh with another bucket.
You got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Outside, George. On the wing, Jones, guarded by Harden. Kicks it to George. Giannis left side. Back to George. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Out to the right wing. O'Neal passes to Harden. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Houston trails by 6. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Jones, the pass to Giannis. Here's the franchise. And Shaquille O'Neal pulls it down. Has to be. Harden dishes to O'Neal. The pass to Pope. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Down low, here's the franchise. That one goes. Count it.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Pass to Pope. Now here's Bradley. And here's Shaq. Pope's shot is good. Pope's got 15 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Giannis against O'Neal. And to Antetokounmpo. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
And the first one at the line is good. Early on here, Greg, we already see some second-year players looking much improved over their rookie seasons.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game. And I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year.
And so he makes both from the line.
You know, after winning most of the individual accolades, Giannis is focused now only on titles. And he'd like to get that in the plural form.
And it's Bradley off the drive. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Team foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Pittsburgh?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. That one misses. Houston trails by 4. Passes to Brogdon. Outside, Porzingis. Young outside. From past the arc. Randall grabs the board.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Bradley against Porzingis. Here is Kemp. Out to the right wing. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Fires from the line. That's good on the jump shot.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Pittsburgh timeout call.
Time called here. The Force will talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now, here's Maxey, defended by Young. Bradley kicks to Edwards. With the drive. Nice D from Porzingis. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 5. They're getting their first look at the season at Pittsburgh in this one.
And facing a squad that poses some challenges. I mean, they beat them in the playoffs, but lost the regular season series.
I think this could go either way. I mean, they've had the upper hand most recently, but you play the games because you don't know how it's going to play out.
Upside Kemp. Here's Randall. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And saying, you want a piece of this? Randall easily getting the better of that exchange.
And one thing that separates Randall from other guys, his size.
Are you kidding me?
Nasty. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Bradley passes to Edwards. And the 3 off target. Houston trails by 3. Antetokounmpo dishes to Young. Porzingis. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Randall. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Edwards drives in. Randall left side. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. And again, it's Pittsburgh missing. They've got the opportunity to get the lead back.
And they've been waiting for this chance all game long.
Pass to Aguirre. And there's the pass to Young. Over Edwards. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Force lead by 1. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And big man Kristaps Porzingis not resting on his laurels.
He's getting in that weight room and living in there.
And at 7'3", and with a few injuries over the last couple of years, Greg, that lower body strength work, so important for KP.
Absolutely. I mean, his skill is tremendous for a player his size, but keeping his body strong is going to be critical.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what stands out to you from the Force guys in this one?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Brogdon. Antetokounmpo is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Aguirre in at the 3, the small forward. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kristaps Porzingis is returning to form after his knee surgery. He says making sure it's strong and stable is nonstop work, but I'm feeling better, and I have confidence that I can go out there and play freely. His offense has been great. It's the defensive end that he's still getting right. Guys?
Well, we know he can be a presence, DA, and I think eventually he's going to be what he wants to be. Thank you. Here's Young. Randall with the block.
Well, you can't go up weak against Randall, otherwise he's going to block.
Oh!
Mercy, mercy me. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness, Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Now with guys like Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, we've seen Clark the resurgence of the center position in the NBA.
Yeah, how about that, Kevin? A little bit of back to the future, because historically centers were the go-to guys on title teams when you look at the history of the game. Even though we've shifted to a perimeter game, we've seen the skilled big men have MVP caliber seasons the last several years.
Get ready for the Deer Squad! Get ready for the Deer Squad!
So Pittsburgh going with almost an entire new group here. O'Neal's checked in for Julius Randle. He comes in for Shawn Kemp. James Harden, he's checked in for Bradley. And it's Pope in for Maxey. Houston with a big group substitution here. The franchise is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Paul George comes in for Aguirre. Jones checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. The Mavericks subbed in for Young.
Tell you what, George has gotten very good in the pick and roll, actually pretty deceptive when he's running the pick and roll. When you anticipate him pulling up for the shot, he'll take the defense by surprise with the slick pass to an open teammate.
Here's Pope. And again, it's Pittsburgh with a 3.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Here's the franchise. At the elbow, it's George. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jones. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Jones has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
And you know what? He does. I mean, in the NBA, you've got to have ways to score over defenders of all sizes.
And that one's good by Shaq.
And it takes a lot to knock O'Neal off balance. A massive player who just fends off the D with ease.
To the right side. Here's Maverick. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Yep, that one goes in there. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Porzingis with the block.
Hey, with that length, Porzingis is always a threat to block shots. I mean, when he matches that length with really good energy and awareness, he can be a good defender.
Outside, George. And it's denied. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Here's George. 7 points in the game. And he banks in the layup. George has got 9.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Pope's shot is good. And the Force lead by 5.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Here's Maverick. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Pope. And again, it's Pittsburgh with the 3.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
And some nice passing there by Houston. 2 points. That one goes. 8 points for the franchise.
He's done a nice job, a great job, actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get, and he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
B, defended by Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Harden the pass to Pope. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
It's blocked and out of bounds as Pittsburgh gains possession. Mike Bibby's checked in for Maverick.
Mike Bibby.
Pittsburgh leading by 7.
And really an incredible playmaker his entire career. Harden has taken that up a notch, and he now often looks for his teammates first.
Here's Edwards, diving in, and finished off by Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards, confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Bibby passes to Porzingis. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And huge assist totals for Harden, which is also a reflection, Greg, of the talent around him.
And he's played with some of the best finishers in the game throughout his career. What changed starting last year was his mindset, making him all that much more difficult to defend.
Pass to Pope, 6 to shoot. Pittsburgh needs to get off a shot here. Edwards can't hit. Houston trails by 7. To the paint. And it's blocked. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Bench checked in for Pittsburgh. And a switch here also for Houston. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Porzingis. Now a timeout called by Houston. We've seen Smooth really having a great game.
He's on fire. from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
Here's Bibby. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Dishes it to George. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Edwards with another miss. Houston trails by 7. The three from George. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Harden trying to get open. Kemp with the bucket. Kemp's got the lead up to 9 now for the Force.
Kemp is quite the talent as an interior scorer. Knows where to get it in order to score the ball deep inside.
Outside, Jones buries the long-range jumper. Jones has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here he goes. Pope's shot is good.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Bibby passes it to George. 1:14 left here in the second. Here's Jones. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Outside Kemp. And it's blocked. Passes it to Jones. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Edwards with it. George picks him up. Over Jones. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Harden the pass to O'Neal. Here's Pope. 20 seconds left in the first half. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Pittsburgh shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Pope. Both teams deciding to change it up. Both free throws good from Pope.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Pass to Giannis. With 4 seconds on the clock. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Giannis has got 6.
And, you know, when this shot is available, Giannis takes it, and I like how simple he keeps things in doing so.
And it's Pittsburgh with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you guys are in control right now. How's that happening?
Well, I think we've been able to get to our pace. We've been active defensively, so we just have to maintain our focus and keep trying to be in attack mode, both ends of the court.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
well for the force. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
The passing is what kept the offense rolling. The communication has been tremendous. Guys are working as a unit and not as individuals. They've got to repeat that kind of ball movement in the second half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
Well, I thought the one bright spot was the effort on the glass. Several times when momentum was sliding, getting a timely rebound really lifted them.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. O'Neal is out there with B. Then there's Bradley. Then it's Harden. And it's Pope in at the point. So that's where Expulsion starts the second half with.
George's all-around game is very impressive. And his passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Harden's shot is good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Outside, Jones. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pittsburgh leading by 6. Pittsburgh working the ball around. Got a piece of it. Bradley. And the rejection by Giannis. And for Houston, they're shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. George passes to Jones. Over Harden. And it's Jones. Time in the assist by George.
Paul George.
George has got 4 assists now tonight.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Harden kicks to Pope. Lets it go from deep. It doesn't go for him.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Bradley against George. From down low. And off the glass. That one's good. George has got 11 points.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. The pass to Harden. Five to shoot. Here's Shaq. And that one, good. Shaq's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, a dominant big man is O'Neal. Superb control inside. And this dude will feast on the interior.
And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that, Kevin. And he says he's the same way off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. Enjoys engaging with kids. Certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now. He wears it as an expression of his personality.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good, Paul George. And George drops them both.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Pope the pass to Harden. He kicks to Bradley. Back to Harden. Over Jones. And that one hits back iron. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. A 2-point game.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Time called here. The Force will talk it over. Houston making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Here is Shaq. 9 feet out. Good. Shaq's got 4 this quarter. For Houston, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. It's blocked by Shaq.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. An imposing force and a pretty consistent defender as well.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Maverick. That one drops for him. Mavericks got the game tied up here for Houston.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
The 3 from Harden bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 7.
There are very few that drop long-range bombs better than James Harden. I mean, he's automatic from out there, off the dribble or catch.
George finds Porzingis, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley.
Houston ball.
Here's Jones. 9 points in the game so far. For 3. That one, no good. And the Force going the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And O'Neal gets it to go. Houston trails by 5. George passes to Jones. The shot's good on the assist by George. 11 points for Mr. Clutch.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Pope. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You cannot be reckless around Porzingis. He's skilled at seeking out contact and drawing the foul while he shoots.
Shooting for Houston.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Force?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
2 shots.
First one falls for him.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything.
Kemp's checked in for Pittsburgh. Maxey comes in for Pope. And a switch here also for Houston. Young's checked in. And both free throws good for Porzingis. Here is Harden. 7 points in the game. Pass to Bradley. And here's Maxey. Porzingis comes with the double team. O'Neal passes to Kemp, and it's Kemp slamming it down.
Yeah, and Kemp is well known for his dunking ability. I mean, you have to keep him out of the paint, or he's going to posterize you.
Maverick passes to Young. Outside, Jones. Here's Maverick. Lays it up off the glass. Mavericks got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Passes it to Kemp. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. It's stolen by Bradley. To the inside. Porzingis with the steal. Young outside. Inside. Kemp with the steal. Al Harden. Pass to Bradley. Now, here's Maxey. Pittsburgh working the ball around. Clock at 6. Poked away. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Maverick, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And you expect this from Young. He scans the floor and finds an open man for the shot.
Maxey passes to Kemp. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
You know, this speaks volumes to Kemp's freakish athletic ability. I mean, he's always looking to punch it off the alley-oop.
And the shot goes in. And that's 13 points for Mr. Clutch.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Outside Bradley. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Maxey. Shot clock at 5. Here's O'Neal. Porzingis comes with the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two.
And so here are the fours. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
You know, guys, sometimes that just happens, but you don't like to see it when the game is this close.
And Pittsburgh with some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Shaq. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for James Harden. And then for Houston, Aguirre comes in for Jones. And Brogdon subbed in for Maverick. Porzingis inside. Randle on him. And it's good. 2 points. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Looking smooth with that mid-range J. Kristaps Porzingis, not just a three-point bomber. He's got mid-range game, too.
Here's Bradley. Banked in off the glass. He has 5.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Brogdon the pass to Porzingis. Young with no one around. It's good from long range. Young's got the lead up to 4 now for Houston.
Nice recognition there by Porzingis. He's getting better and better as a passer.
Maxey passes to Randle. Back to Bradley. Randle outside. There's the dish to Bradley. Ball's knocked loose. And the pass to Brogdon. Chalk up 2 there. And it's a 6-point Houston lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Randle over Porzingis. That's good from Randle on the assist from Edwards.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Antetokounmpo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Here's Maxey. Good D by Brogdon.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Houston on top, up by 4. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with George on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. We've got Antetokounmpo. Aguirre is out there with the franchise. And it's Young, and it's Brogdon in at the two-guard spot.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And it's good for 2. And Houston leads by 4.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
And the rejection by Giannis. And it's out of bounds. The Force able to retain possession here. He's checked in for Randall. George is checked in for Houston. Pass to Pope. That one falls. That's now 32 points for Smooth.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
It's deflected. Pass to Maxey. Here's Kemp. Yes! And the foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off the 6.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Houston making a switch here. Maybe he's checked in.
2 shots.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And this is a guy, Shawn Kemp, all the talent in the world, could be a perennial double-double machine, just a matter of staying focused.
Antetokounmpo dishes to George. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
3.
Giannis has got 3 assists now in this one.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Pittsburgh working the ball around. Oh, that's blocked. And they'll keep possession. Brogdon with it. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's B. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Driving the lane. Count the basket. Now it's a 4-point Houston lead.
When Antetokounmpo is driving, he's locked in on finishing no matter what the defense hits him with.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. Paul George really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button and figure out how to slow his roll.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And you can
did see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
And Bradley gets it to go.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
George finds Antetokounmpo. Count that bucket.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Pass to Maxey. Here's Pope. Bibby covering. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. B. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. B's got it all tied up now for the Force.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Outside, George. There's the pass to the franchise. And the rejection by Bradley. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. And Pittsburgh with some changes. O'Neal comes in for Kemp. And James Harden subbed in for Maxey. And a switch here also for Houston. Jones is checked in. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the elbow. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Mavericks checked in for Houston. For Pittsburgh, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Bradley passes to Pope. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Now it's a 3-point Force lead. George against Bradley. Offensive rebound. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Persistence pays for Giannis there, using his athleticism and those long arms to collect second chance opportunities for his team.
Harden kicks to Pope. Back to Harden. To the wing on the left. B, the pass to Pope. 6 to shoot. Here's Harden on the wing. That one a little long. Houston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Giannis dunks it down.
Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Pass to Pope. Bradley deciding where to go with it. Harden outside. Top of the key. Basket good. And the Force lead by 1.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Outside, Jones. Here's the franchise, and it's Houston with another.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
And it's Pope missing. For Houston, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. And some nice passing there by Houston. Outside, Jones passes it to Maverick. And there's the drive. There's the triple. Jones, no luck.
Yeah, they collect one there, but overall, -10 rebounding for the game.
And you wonder why they're losing big? Well, wonder no more. I mean, you hit the nail on the head there, partner.
Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And now a 3-point Houston lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Houston.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
George against Bradley. To the paint. Here's the franchise. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
2 minutes remaining.
Both the pass to Brandon. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Jones, no luck. Pittsburgh shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Harden dishes to O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
Boy, what a find. Harden's passing skill. Incredible. James did win an assist title, you know.
Jones against Harden. Jones kicks to George. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Good on the bucket. Paul George has got 9 points here in the second half.
Hey, when you got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Pass to B. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Second team foul. Shooting for Pittsburgh. Taking 2 shots.
It's the first. Net will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Shaq against Giannis. And pass to Matt. Here's the 3. It falls! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives for the big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
It's Bradley on the wing. Here's the drive. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. He gets it in there. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Timeout charge to Houston.
They trail by 2. 41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game. Smooth.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. .35 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And it's sent back by O'Neal. B, the pass to Harden. Out left to the wing. From 13, count it!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 4. 19 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
They're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass to not waste too much time at all.
Get ready for the Dip Squad!
George dishes to Jones. Another miss by Houston. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just throw those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
And here's George for 3. Laces one from 3.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
Personal foul. Fourth team foul. Shooting for Pittsburgh. At the line for 2.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game. Jones for 3, and another 3 for Houston.
And George is not just a scorer now. He also passes the ball well, looking to keep his guys involved.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. They're in front by 2. 1 second left to play here in the fourth.
Choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock is the priority.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
From 6-man his first few years to star player now, Harden's rise has been really fun to watch. He's willing to take on more and more responsibility each passing season.
Hands of the Force take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kevin, with Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where has your focus been in terms of approach?
Just taking what the defense gives me. I'm a lot more patient, let the game come to me. Don't really try to force things as much. Sometimes I get out of character, but just try my hardest to let the game come to me the most.
Well, you were a big...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge,